Oh shit, where's the game? Hang on. Ah shit, hang on. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's one... That's one hell of a way to start my day. Hey kids, you want to see it? Alright, let's see. I can't... Oh yeah, we were checking out Hero's room. Oh, wait. Okay, let's see. Taka, Kyoko, Mondo, mine, Byakuya, Junko, Toko, Celeste, Chihiro, Aoi, Sakura. Dang, they really are besties. They got their rooms next to each other. Let's see, Leon. Here it is. Happy Thanksgiving! The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. As much of an asshole Byakuya is, he is right on the money like half the time. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to switch his room, right? Hold on, is that camera in the corner? What the fuck? Feel a little better from my cold. Oh, that's good news, Carrie Ann. Glad to hear that. Why the fuck is this camera glitching? Surveying this look at it! Oh my god, we're in a simulation. There's no point in worrying about it now. I just need to forget about it. Why is it glitching like that? See, let's try to ignore it and check this out. Blame Beth Jarek for like... Oh my goodness. Hey Sage, welcome to the stream. How are you? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and there's some things made out of, looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster? Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But, wait. These blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Alright, have a good Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, Thanksgiving. Oh my god, one of my cousins made this, I don't know what it was, but it had like a spice cake in it, and it was so good. That handwriting doesn't look like Heroes at all. I had turkey in my bread to make sliders. Oh, yum. Can't argue with a good slider. I'm trying to identify like some of the stuff. It's got like That camera glitching in the corner is bothering me. Sage making food to innovations. Salad was mashed potatoes, sweet corn, and stuffing. Goddamn, I'm hungry again. Pretty normal bed. Pretty much just like the one in my room. Hang on, there's gotta be a coin in here somewhere. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. No point in worrying about it. Gotta be a coin somewhere. That camera. I'm not the only one seeing that camera glitch, right? Am I going crazy? For dessert, it had a slice of pumpkin pie and with whipped cream. Oh my god. The holiday staple. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in there. It's pretty grungy though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Well, I guess that's all we can check out in here. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, it's just the door. Yeah, let's leave. Makoto! Big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Would you consider blatant fanfic about William Shatner to be a proud achievement? It depends on what kind of fanfiction it is and whether or not Shatner will sue for it. Also finished both Big Bad Beetleborgs and Jukio Bee Fighter. Nice. Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. Oh, they're working together. Maybe. I don't know. Best not to make assumptions. All the way over there, huh? Kyoko! And...
I mean...
Phew, man, I've had the worst day. The writing is mediocre. Also, I'm talking about The Shatner Quake by Jeff Burke. Shatner Quake? What? It's not great to knock on fanfiction because a lot of good writers have started making fanfiction, but there's also some that are very questionable. Not gonna name which ones, but some that I've read have taken 5 years off my life just reading them. The internet's weird, man. Originally I was gonna watch Kamen Rider Wizard movie. Ooh. Decided to watch it tomorrow. Hey, got something to look forward to. I'm gonna try to finish the rest of Free Run when I'm done with this. Is that a fucking Transformer? It's Robo Justice! Oh, wait until you see the shenanigans with this. Hero? What are you doing in there, man? Hero?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Conspiracy theories aside, Kyoko, you want to explain this? Should write a piece of fan fiction that can add back those years. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh there. That was a. Go for it. At this point, I'm up for eating anything. I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. And it looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my faces. Oh my god. We can't even reach your face with that costume on.
What?
That's creepy. No, wait, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't. Never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind. Okay. Well, I'll wait until we're done sorting this mess out. Are you talking about the cards? Continuing with the card from 151. Nice.
Hey.
Weeping Bow, grass type with 90 HP. More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
And?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. Cut does basic 30 damage with 1 grass energy. Nice. 1 second I was asleep. I don't even know what happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well,
let me out of here.
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? Spray fluid does 50 damage with both 1 grass and basic energy.
You got it all.
It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually got all the pieces off. Phew! Free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then,
What is the point? Nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec. Now Rick shows Weeping Bow floating in colorful bushes. Oh, nice.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room, after all.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
Then it's obvious. Why put this costume on and went around attacking everyone?
That's terrible!
What's Hiro? Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who could wear this costume. Seal, water type with 80 HP. Seal is so cute. So who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it out for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. I'm missing. I think I'm being too loud. I gotta turn myself down. Julie does basic 20 damage with 1 water energy. Nice. Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
Yorick shows Seal sleeping on top of the ice floor in the Arctic.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
I don't know, this costume seems pretty bulky to be killing people
I mean,
with.
it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're out of excuses. No, see, it's because You really gonna pull that card? Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. Wouldn't it have been smarter to have someone like that's closer to Hero's height and build to put on the costume first before Hina did? I think these kids are getting like too caught up in the moment. Krabby, water type with 70 HP. Saltwater with 1 water energy. Ooh. And Crab Hammer does basic 50 damage with 3 water energy. Nice. Crab Hammer sounds like it would be a band name. Y'all think? I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You were absolutely right. Seems this costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But...
Then, there's another costume. You must have one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Someone, like, tell me? Well, we got another truth bullet. What now? Keep talking to them?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? Now it showed Krabby walking on the beach by the ocean water. Cute! I think I've figured it out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What?
What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please.
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. Those 2 are the ones that were killed.
How about that?
That's it, I know who did it.
So then.
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least 30% right.
You find new ways to astound me with your stupidity. I forgot he even drops this. From Temporal Forces, Carvana. Water type with 50 HP. Water Splash does 30 damage with 2 basic energy. Nice. Which means alter ego or Chihiro must have done it.
Correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please!
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong.
Oh, so
I
then.
know that note. Note?
Um...
Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find it, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on. You could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
But really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, a chance to escape? Someone wrote all that to trick me.
Ah.
Even if it's not true, you must be dumb as a fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. She's not wrong. It shows Carvana swimming towards you in a wreckage of wooden splinters on the seafloor. Next batch are from Twilight Masquerade. Ooh. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even you know it's a lie. Still gotta check, right? Oh, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I'm still being too loud. I gotta... Beth Jerk is on side Substack, not active, but he's on there. Oh shit.
Ah.
I don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it.
Ah.
Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I want her to fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that note? I have no particular issue with that claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us reason. What the heck? We're serious. Goodness. Phantom, grass type with 70 HP. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating when you already know who did it?
What the heck?
Hi! Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. Oh, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Is it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. You have the time to yell and carry on. You have time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
You're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet, don't fail me now. Each seed does 20 damage with both 1 grass and basic energy. Now it shows Phantom floating in a forest by a river. Ooh. Guess I'd better get back on guard duty. I was going to ask Toko or Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Why don't you help me with the investigation? Goddamn, I keep taking my jacket off, putting it back on. I keep getting hot and cold. What is up with that?
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me one thing? Later when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
Teal Mask Ogre Pawn. Grass type with 110 HP. So Makoto, I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? Can't believe I'm hearing that from the girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway,
We have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. And I guess I should head that way for now. What floor was that on? Was it this way? Or was it up the floor? Mountain Stroll with 1 basic energy. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards. Ooh. Nogre comeback. Oh, I forgot about that. Wait a minute. Is that supposed to be a scepter or a flower? Ogre comeback deals 20 plus damage with 1 grass and basic energy. Your arch nemesis? Damn you, jerk! Right? Is this gonna be like Timmy's dad and Dinkelberg? Dinkelberg! The art show Ogre Pawn with the teal mask on attacking some kind of razor leaf attack. Attacking with some kind of razor leaf attack. Nice. Fumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
so then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
Makumafai was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Weird. This card was also released in the 2024 Trigger Trade Booster Pack. Nice. Booster Pack. Okay. Can I talk to the girls real quick? There are many aspects to this incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back
So
at everything that happened. Did I do this last time? I think I did. Taka was killed by a blow to the head. He must have been struck with just the same floor, which was laying on the floor in the equipment room. Keep working, Jerk. Don't forget to polish my statue. No, Carrion, no! Ah! Oh my god. There's a tarp laid out under his body. Killer must have used it to move Taka's body. That That way it wouldn't leave any bloodstains as it was moved. Oh, I gotta talk to Kyoko again.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? You did? Are you so oblivious to people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, you said you had a watch?
So then.
Take a look. Slugma, fire type with 80 HP. Hot magma does 20 damage with both 1 fire and basic energy. Nice. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving right. It's most likely it most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
Last night, Taka's watch was definitely wasn't broken. Carrion! No, you're running. No! I forgot what I was gonna say. Carrion, you're starting to run the choke into the ground. Stop. Hey you, how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his watch. It's almost 10 o'clock.
In other words.
So it worked at 10 last night. It wouldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it just happened at 6 this morning.
However.
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be gripping something. Right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try to pry it out? Me?
Because...
Rigor mortis has already set in. Ah, jeez. Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hands. You know, his cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object he was from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then...
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Chimchar was 60 HP. Oh, cute! Alright. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Fire breathing does 20 plus damage with both 1 fire and basic energy. Nice. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
It stuffed in his pants, so I can only assume he hid it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It's just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Moving on. The artwork showed Chimchar jumping through from mountain to mountain. Nice. Anyway, take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... Pretty big important hit for me. A note? I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Hanakuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped me a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The timing's different. Kuro told us his note said to meet at 1 a.m. The note they wrote to Ifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on, just because Ifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it's been torn off. I think there's some meaning there. Some meaning to it being ripped? Oh, I see. Could you explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? Kodo, please!
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding onto it? What if it was something more important? Proki, water type with 60 HP? Nice. Now it's something important like that becoming mere scrap of paper. That's what you need to answer. I think the pieces are lining up to us. Mako's just being dumb.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. Block with 1 water energy. Flop does basic 10 damage with 1 water energy. Nice. All I said was they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. Eric showed a clay model of Kroki with his hands up on a tree log. Cute! Handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. Uh-oh. It's that time already.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Kiloratro, water's electric type with 120 HP. Nice. Oh, Lamale! Everyone had heard Ronakuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. As soon as we were all there... What the?
Appears!
Oh no, he found cloning technology! He's multiplied?
Wrong.
No, not multiplication. Just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one's the real Monokuma? Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy,
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That okay was just too good. Wind power charge does 10 damage with 1 basic energy. strong bolt does 100 damage with both 1 electric and basic energy. Nice.
Hey! Hey!
And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
I'll never be mentally prepared. Can't run away anymore, hero. You gotta pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already. I didn't do it. I'm serious. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or the notes? Oh, well, no, but... How unfortunate. Didn't seem we have our culprit. Eric shows Killer Watrell flying in the cave from the storm. Ooh. This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's head down there first. Then the story can begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. Can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. And for those two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed but 2 of our friends. The killer is... someone right here. Alright, time to head in. Took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further down. There was no going back. So we settled this. We couldn't go anywhere. Viralgraph? Psychic type with 140 HP? Nice. Not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening it up to a cruel fate. Ooh, I actually like this wallpaper here. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I just realized how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Do you really hate me that much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop pooping around and begin the trial. Don't rush me! Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. So the curtain opens once again. A deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly last trial. One Deerful Rumble does 40 plus times damage with 2 basic energy. An Eerie Wave does 80 damage with 1 psychic energy and 2 basic energy. Nice. Yes, I would like to save. See. I only have 2 skills. Oh my god, we are so cooked. The arc shows for Paragraph running in grass field of Paldea. Sweet. Alright, we got that. don't know, it feels like... It doesn't feel like we have everything. Stay tuned for this commercial break. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
Palisand, psychic type with 150 HP.
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
You call it a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, let's get on with this before... Oh, is Hiro really the killer? Or... Before anything else, we have to make that clear. And it's been a while, so I... might not remember how to play the game. Sand attack does 60 damage with 1 psychic and 2 basic energy. Ooh. So we got
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second.
I mean, looking at the blueprints, that handwriting is awfully messy. If I remember right, Hiro's handwriting is... Oh, okay, I see.
Found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts.
No, that's wrong.
Spooky Sand does basic 150 damage with 1 psychic and 3 basic energy.
Are we
Nice.
sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
Now we show Palisand on the sandy beach at Opal Day at sundown. Sweet.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I say.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Well, at least he's aware of it.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
What? And of course he passes it off to me.
Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
Probopass, 140 HP.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Salt Laser does 80 plus damage with 3 basic energy. Ooh.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Why did things that were moved to use that were used to move Tonka's body? That must have been
I got it!
Tark. Land Crush does basic 120 basic damage with 1 fighting energy. Nice. Arc Shell Probopass on the collapse opening of a temple. Ooh. I'm gonna head to bed. Okay, Karen, you have a good night. Talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. One more thing. Things that move to Taka's body. This.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other
Clever.
words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Timber, fighting type with 80 HP.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room.
Pest Punch does 40 damage with 1 fighting energy.
It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
Other people have seen it there. What
She's
the
raised
hell
an
are you?
objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have
Ooh,
all
you
accepted
bitch.
the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
What? There's a lot from this game that. Oh, crap. I didn't remember. I did not remember her, like. Maybe if I just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Oh, dear. Alright, let's hear it. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with the next bullet time battle, we're gonna add more ingredients to the recipe. On the bottom screen underneath the tempo marker, you can see your ammo count. The art showed Timber walking in the town festival at day with their wooden beams. Cute! Until now, there hasn't really been a limit onto how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Oh. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a function with the R&B and L&B buttons. Why must you needlessly complicate everything? Okay, this probably isn't needless, but my statement stands. Skarmory, steel type with 120 HP. Cutting wind does 30 damage with 1 steel energy. Nice. You'll automatically reload at start of fever time, and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all. In which case, you can ignore everything I just said. Well then, good luck and have fun. Big Storm does 90 damage with 3 basic energy. Ooh. Now, I gotta remember if I'm... which buttons are which.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Oh my god!
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Holy shit! We have 5 more to go. Sweet.
If you're asking
You
for
do
proof
it?
that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Oh! I gotta take a second to recover from that. Holy shit. But now, dude, we got like 1 HP left.
When I found the dolly in the repository,
Where'd it go?
one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Oh man, that was insane. I remember we're gonna have to do like another one at near the end of this.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire marking that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does he must really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
From Prismatic Evolution, Cotton Knee, Grass type with 60 HP. Oh, that's so cute!
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Look at how the body was moved. It'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. Triple spin does 10 times damage with 1 grass energy. Ooh. What does he mean by that? Oh, here we go. No mistakes.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, it's wrong.
Ooh, okay. Havoc show Cotton.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop
Havoc
down
show
low.
Cotton Knee floating by some berry bushes. Ooh.
But if you were wearing that
All the flowers
suit,
are really good.
do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat in here. I can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised it got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
From Journey Together, Reshiram with EX, Fire type with 220 HP. Ooh. Firing does basic 40 damage with 1 fire energy.
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Scorching Fire does 200 damage with 2 fire and basic energy. Whoa. Absolutely no chance that can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid freaking thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It's pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Now I show Reshiram with blue flaming wings and his tail glowing bright red. So cool.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Honestly, that's like a huge oversight.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. Or that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
From Destined Rivals, Team Rocket's Motrace EX, fire type with 220 HP. Whoa.
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
She's right. Everybody's gotta think through this. Flame Screen does 110 damage with 1 fire and 2 basic energy. Ooh.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone.
Evil Incineration with 1 fire and 3 basic energies. Ooh.
That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Artwork show Motrace flying in a ring of flame around his body. With a ring of flame around his body. Ooh, that sounds cool. The Motrace belonged to Team Rocket's executive archer.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moving around the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the third floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Last two are from White Flare. Ooh, sounds cool. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream from someone like you. I saw him, that strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Y'all notice how Celeste was the only one who saw him? Swadloon, grass type with 80 HP. Cute, huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. We have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into two groups.
Bug Buzz does basic 40 damage with both 1 grass and basic energy.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Ability Healing Leaves. Once during your turn, you may heal 20% of damage from your active Pokemon.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
York showed Swadloon chilling by a tree.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
Troidigun, dragon type with 120 HP.
Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Shred does 40 damage with 1 basic energy. Sweet.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of the case, I have to find them, no matter what. An ambush does 90 plus damage with both 1 fire and water and basic energy. Whoa. I am not mentally prepared.
regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Shit.
So, regarding Taka's death,
That's all the cards
I
for
wonder if
today?
he died before Hifumi,
Ooh, okay.
or
Tomorrow was
perhaps
something
it was
special.
after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Shit.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Okay.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Oh my god, if I make a
Because of the
mistake on
numbering
this.
of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, shit!
No, that's wrong.
Well, I was supposed to get my early presents. Ooh, sweet!
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. Something that relates to what time he must have died. Ah! No, not the Hangman's Gambit! Let's see. Why do we have to... It's not for you to get a damn watch!
Now I understand.
I have no idea what I'm
I
referencing
got
there.
it. Taka's wristwatch.
Also, we could just... Also, they're just... It's interesting that they're using wristwatch and not just watch. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I kind of find that a little weird.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer, because as of last night,
Oh yeah, still working last night. You know how long how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that?
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Ooh, my leg's falling asleep.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Make me curious who did the murder? Oh, it's gonna surprise you.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Now it gotta be the Care Bear. That's an interesting thing. That's an interesting thing to call him.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Uh-oh. Somebody's upset in the other room. Oh dear. Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
I mean, he basically is an evil Care Bear. You're not wrong.
I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
If
Dude.
that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Okay, I needed a good laugh there.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Heck, in the Luigi fan video is unbearable. He was evil Care Bear who was kicked out of Care Bear Land.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
Honestly, I don't know about Hiro, but I don't think Kyoko would have been strong enough to move Hifumi's body. Taka is one thing, but Hifumi, I don't think so.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in, move him from Fumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
Zombie!
No! Not another... ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is... we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? Alright, let's see what we got here. Broken wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I gotcha. I'm sure the body discovery... Me and Tanka's bodies were discovered almost at the exact same time.
Are you saying that when we first found
Oh,
Hifumi in
HP.
the nurse's
There we
there's a
go.
chance he was actually...
No, it is Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, that's wrong. Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Oh, I see what you're getting
If
at.
that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
We're picking up what he's selling. The second body discovery announcement. The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time it was played when both bodies were rediscovered.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the two bodies.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Stay focused.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Oh yeah, I can prove it.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be proof that shows Hifumi. Oh, god damn it. Okay.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned...
Ah, fuck me!
Shoot!
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, his body
And the next time, it was in the...
But when you compare his body other than the change in how it was placed, there was no notable difference.
Yes, there is!
No, that's wrong.
Yo, I am hanging
In
by a
fact,
thread.
There was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence found in the trash can was... let's see. Where is it?
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was... Princess Piggles. from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
Sure it
But
does.
who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere!
Yep.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! Gosh, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Absolutely. It was Hifumi himself.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
Absolutely.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry for not talking much. I'm getting really invested in this.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Oh! The thing he stole from Taka. Could it be...
I got it!
There we go.
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Focus!
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Kuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. And Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been... I got it! That's
Why was
right.
that an option?
Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
What?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Are we seriously doing this right now?
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Yeah, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. Can't let her get to me. We're not doing another... Oh my god, we are. Okay, good. Okay.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Oh, god damn it. I only said 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? That's right, I need to clear that up.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Yes, it does!
No, that's wrong.
Ooh!
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. You've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Oh my god, she is exhausting to deal with. And she's a fictional character.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Nope. Ah, here we go.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from its death grip. leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Oh my god, you had the slightest chance of you actually sounding smart and you fucking blew it.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
Damn it.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And
Yeah.
what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
Wait.
the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Who said it had to have been those hammers?
Personally, I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. No pictures surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. Or we're doomed! This is getting interesting. Absolutely.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Ah, fuck me.
Shoot!
Okay, I need to go
What
through
was
this one
used
carefully.
wasn't just maybe just as well. There's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody? Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5. Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No!
No,
There we go.
it's wrong. The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
It's surprising. I played this game before, and it's surprising how stuff still catches me off guard. Like that little website Toko just dropped there.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
There's some missing too.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Oh crap, I gotta sneeze!
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
I think that's right.
Based on the rules that have been laid out, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act can, assuming the rule holds true.
It is simply...
Oh, holy shit, I had that right.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies.
Oh yeah, it's coming together. Oh, it's all coming together. Sure would hate if someone were to ruin this.
By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful! How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. Which is why she had said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good that she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now!
True killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end murdered him. In the debates up until now, the way this case is unfolded, and consider all that, there's only one person who seems to fit. Already?
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Finger pointing gets us everywhere! Steve!
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is it? Oh shit.
I got it!
Yes!
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Damn it, the music cut out every second.
Sorry.
Okay,
As
Dad.
you said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream from someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. Well, I'm not gonna scream, but maybe I can like just do. Hang on. I actually I gotta stay focused. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been. Ifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well. Then Makoto, Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Yo, actually, I think she made two.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed, so Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? I know what he's alluding to. Alright, let's see here.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it, what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Oh. God damn it. I didn't mean to do that. When she said that, she should have only known about Hifumi's death. Damn mind, what's so strange about what was said?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively, we are going to die. Just like, and that is
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious what was so strange about Celeste's comment.
I think that's it.
all I said was, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be positively, we are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those.
Holy shit, I got it right. Okay. I get nervous every time we do those.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
She's trying to gaslight
How do you
us!
explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Is there explanations? But wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away? The only other possibility is...
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Damn, she's scary. Celeste thinks she can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Alright, what we got?
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious...
Fuck! Okay, my bad. That was my bad.
You dressed me up in that, then you just draped it. You tried to make me look...
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
No, that's wrong.
That was the next one over. I feel silly.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
It's stiff as a board! You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Oh dear.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh, she's going full crazy.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Said people's last names.
That's right, our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal.
I mean, even if you like dying, I don't think habits like that are like... You would break from habits like that if it's so ingrained into your brain. Of course, I'm not an expert, so what do I know?
But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
God damn. Celeste won't give up then. So, I have to do something to make her accept it. Okay, what are we doing?
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is... Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
We do.
No, that's wrong. That's it. The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now then, this is not your everyday notebook. It has many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check our handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Holy shit!
Fine, then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Yeah! Alright, let's see. Ooh, we got like images of other. Okay, let's see. Shit. Okay. 1 a.m. Fuck. Wait. No, wait. Right, so I think I'm getting this right. Alright, let's see. This is hammer 2. 3. Ah, shit. Ah, okay. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, this one's actually a little difficult. Okay.
The
I think I
killer
got it.
is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi, with an accomplice. the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hero. The murderous duo intended to pass Hero off as the prime suspect, so when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Ooh, I'm doing good so far.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hero. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story.
It was pretty convincing at
The second
first.
fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
A book?
Meanwhile,
What does that mean?
the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Diabolical.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Damn, that goes
Celeste.
hard.
Sorry, you lose.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Whoa, her whole persona was fake. Oh, I got a C on that. And a B! Hey, we still got an A rank though. Yay! Money!
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Alright, time to end this.
What?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised this whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would happily agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Did you use, you know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning her by name, but it was one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does that mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting, about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you. Alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I had taken you know what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. Deleted the picture as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct. Which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced. And then... It's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
And then he took pictures. He said that if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
damnation!
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I knew he got a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. Can't imagine it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life.
Completely
I'm going to kill him.
unforgivable.
I'm going to fucking kill him.
most
Wait,
unfortunate.
please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka has planned to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try to kill you.
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself. That
This
bastard.
is completely unforgivable.
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even though love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me. Yes, you disgust everybody now.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah. Was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it? I mean, I think... Yeah, I see the reasoning behind that.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Ifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, when someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that. But of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody would doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed that the lie so wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along. But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How could human life mean so little to you?
Well,
that's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about
No,
that.
he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money?
Hmm.
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life began, my only thought has been escape.
But
all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little
Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little
I wanted to get
bitch.
out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. Accepting life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up as vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life here. Life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. I conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then...
Isn't it wonderful?
What?
Hey.
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her. Well done! Okay, then let's get rolling. The black and disturbed the piece and must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What? This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again, in another life.
Oh man, this is about to get brutal. Dang, the whole set's on fire now. Oh, crap. I still have no words for that. That is like, I feel like Monokuma is making like a mockery of her to the very end. Holy shit. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. For him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Geez, in here, I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down, one by one. That said, yes it is, but it's sad, yes it is. But in reality, it just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna keep are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So, anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-like object from Celeste?
Hey! Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me.
Ooh.
Oh man, oh jeez, what do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? Mastermind did something to Kyoko? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. Get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do much about it, of course.
see ya later.
Okay, bye. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Though it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
Then that means Celeste probably hid it there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. Ooh, it's way past time for me to then scream. Alright, well, I'll keep going for a little bit. Until we reach the next save. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said, I'm going on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance cameras.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go head to the dining hall, okay? So... Why you gotta make this weird?
Okay.
What the Why are you making this weird? Try to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? Safe, thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait a little longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have the opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do while you're on here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. It just makes me even more worried.
what?
Worried. Like, something happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No. I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
And maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. And I'm going to leave this on a cliffhanger. Because I am very tired. Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thanks for joining and thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you next time. Bye!